Going live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Welcome to our Friday night Choose Your Own Adventure stream. I am the Old Geek, and you might be wondering why I'm sat in a different position to usual. All will be revealed. Oh, I can hear myself. There we go. I've got my own stream on the other side. There's method in my madness. Good evening to chat. So we have Andy, and there's Joker chatting away in chat. There's Daniel, and there's Iman chatting away in chat. Here we have Daniel as well. Actually, no, we have Daniel's chair. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Daniel's curtains and his lamp.
The chair will be more famous than Daniel at this point.
There he is. Hello, Alec. How you doing? So, yeah, we're sat in different positions to usual. And I'm going to be a lazy ass this week. I've been out tonight. Only got back about, 28 minutes past 9, wasn't it, or something? I put the link in there, 27 minutes past 9. I basically came straight upstairs, put the link in, and then went down, made myself a drink, went to the toilet, and then came back and sat down, and it was nearly time to go. So,
speaking of making a drink,
yeah. But we've been to a cheers, Halakar. We've been, me and the wife have been to my daughter's football awards night, and she won Clubman of the Year.
Nice.
Which is it's not Player of the Year or anything like that. Player of the Year went to one of our central defenders, who's a really, really good, solid player.
It means
really
Players Player of the Year, really, doesn't it?
No, they have 3 votes.
Oh, okay.
They have 3 votes. Players Player went to another of the midfielders, who's a little bit more showy than Holly is. But Holly won Clubman of the Year simply for the fact that she's the player that goes out and gives 100% every week. And what you could always rely on her. She'll always put in a performance. Other people might catch the eye more often, but she's always. You never give her a bad. Yeah, she's dependable. She's the rock. Yeah, absolute rock for the team. Yeah. And that's what they said in the speech. She's the rock, the glue that binds the team together. So that was nice.
I'd rather be that than Player of the Year, honestly.
Yeah. So that's why she's been picked for the first 3 times towards the end of the season, because she's dependable.
Yep. Because Player of the Year is probably the person that gets the most points or whatever. You know what I mean? Whereas Clubman of the Year, that's the person everybody goes to.
Player of the Year went to a girl who in the first half of every game, you're like, wow. In the second half, she goes missing because she gets tired.
Yep. Yeah.
Right.
But in the first half of every game, it's like, wow, she's brilliant. And quite often she gets subbed off for a rest for about 20 minutes. And because they're rotating subs in Holly's League, you can sub back on again. She often comes back on for the last 5 or 10 minutes. But that's been most of her games this year. She's done 60 minutes, worn herself out, had 20 minutes off, and then gone back on. There's a reason why Holly's got the most minutes on the pitch for the team this year. Because she just keeps plugging away.
Yeah.
Long.
Yeah. And she's top scorer as well, Holly is. So, but again, that goes under the radar. She takes all the free kicks.
Well,
all
considering
the corners,
she's not a striker, is even more
she's a
impressive.
Yeah, she's a midfielder. Yeah. Anyhow, we are here for story time, and I'm not reading the book this week. Iman is.
Who is? Oh God, no! Why? Roll for sanity.
That's why you're at the top. So I'm just going to change the name of the stream. It's a book I haven't got. It's a book I'd never seen before.
Would you like me to show people? I will show people.
Go on then. Yes, do it.
Today, you guys might be familiar with Warlock of Firetop Mountain, but are you familiar with the regional accounts director of Firetop Mountain. A book made specifically for people like Saxius and myself.
So there we go.
Hey, I ran inventories for 2 different companies for my district and half of another one every year for 10 years. So I can associate with this.
Cue the accountancy song.
Yep.
So I'm just going to sit back. I've got a couple of beers here. I've got a full vape, and I'm just going to chill. And
Toast.
Cheers, Dad. Iman's frozen already. He said he put a sign on the microwave for do not use. It looks like they've
I was
ignored it.
about to say something about the microwave.
Yeah. So yeah, cheers, Dan. I'm going to be a lazy ass, and I'm just going to heckle. Iman, sort your internet out.
We're not going to get very far tonight.
No.
Am I back?
Well, at least we'll be alive this ride.
You're back.
Maybe.
I'm back. Okay, cool. I did tell my mom to leave a note on the microwave saying not to use it, but there we go.
Can the microwave read, though?
I hope not. So, this book is dedicated to Matthew Morrison for good service from 1934 to 1996, and to Scarlett Jenkins. May you never have to enter data for an hourly wage.
Been there, done that. For about a week.
Welcome to the Regional Accounts Director of Firetop Mountain, a choose-your-own-adventure style parody where you are the employee. In this book, you take on the role of a data entry temp and must uncover the dark secrets that lie hidden at the heart of Firetop Mountain offices.
God help us.
Oh, dear. Okay. Oh, if you ever need background information on the member of staff you're dealing with, you can refer to the office bestiary at the back of the book. Okay, so for this book, we don't have skill, stamina, and luck. We have what are called aptitude, endurance, and office luck.
Office luck.
You got your pen and paper handy?
Pencil and paper and eraser.
Go on then. You're doing all of this tonight. I'm just.
I am, but I might need your help to tally up the votes. That's all. Okay, so this system is slightly different because obviously mechanics, I think, are patented for fighting fantasy.
You can't patent mechanics.
Can you not? Okay. Well, they're different mechanics regardless. So, oh, my owlbear's disconnected. Fantastic.
Shows me you're in on my screen. And he's frozen again. Oh, cheers, Dan.
Oh.
Every time he freezes, we got to take a drink.
Can you see this dice roll?
Yep.
No.
Tell your brother to quit using the microwave.
Well, I don't know who's doing this.
Okay, he's blinking his eyes at least.
Hang on.
There you go. Oh.
Welcome to the next hour of Stanley Parable.
I can see it. You're in twice. Look there.
I'm not in at all. It's not letting me in.
But you're in twice. Oh God.
You're moving around.
It's me.
Oh, okay.
It's just not loading. Do you want to do it instead?
Okay, go on. What dice?
So aptitude is office work involves filing, emailing, and colleague surveillance. Roll 2 dice and add up the score.
7.
7 aptitude. That's not great.
It's average.
Well, it's average, but it's not great. While temping, you have to spend hours doing data entry, pretending to do data entry, and working out how much money you've earned since you arrived in the morning. This requires endurance. Roll 2 dice and add up the score.
11.
Oh,
No.
that's better.
We're a machine.
Better. Office luck. Okay. Your office career will frequently require you to call in sick and lie about dental appointments when you go to job interviews. Being believed requires office luck. Roll 2 dice and add up the score.
8.
8, not too bad. Every time you fight, you need to work out a fight score. This is done by rolling 2 dice and adding it to your total of combined aptitude and endurance. Okay, so our base fight score is 18. That's actually pretty good.
Mm.
And then it's the same. They calculate their fight score and add 2 dice to it.
So we have office fights.
Yes. You may encounter a creature you could easily slay in a fight, even if you came across one in the real world. A fairy is one example of an easy win opponent. If you feel your opponent falls into this category, you may as well proceed to the next part of the adventure. It's on the house.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Okay. And I have very kindly been offered to take Saxius as the name for this adventurer. I messaged him earlier and I was like, would you give me your blessing to use your name? He was like, absolutely. So today we are Saxius, everybody.
Oh,
Get back on track. Right.
Yeah.
It's like planets.
Hang on. Let me spark up my joint before I start reading.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Hey, Straw.
Hello, we got Jeb as well.
So, in the underbelly of a city where cutpurse and peddlers creep through the streets like vines is a temping agency. The agency is housed amongst the shanty town of porter cabins on the drab outskirts of the financial district. Vagrant temps squat in the filthy gutters, telling their words per minute speed to anyone who passes. You are one such temp, smart casual in appearance. With an arsenal of 3 white tops, you can blend into the background of any office with a chameleonic prowess that has earned you the nickname The Temp. Yet times are hard, and for the last 6 weeks, your regular agency has failed to find you employment, leaving you poverty-stricken and in dire need of money. Even the street peddlers no longer try to sell you their wares. Desperation has driven you to this foul part of town to beg for work. Pushing open the rickety door of the temping agency, you ignore the squalor of the office and sit down on a cold iron stool. Despite your impressive CV, the recruitment consultants shake their heads grimly at the prospect of finding you work. Half crazed with hunger, you plead that you will take anything they have. Anything. The consultants shoot nervous glances at each other as the office manager takes you quietly to one side. Well, ... there is one possibility, he murmurs. It's a day's data entry work. The hours are long and little is known of the company. There isn't a vacancy right now, but I can guarantee that the client will be looking for some new blood before the day is out. This plum roll could be yours for the taking if you succeed in answering one question. Can you start tomorrow? Nodding in agreement, you pass the interview with flying colours, and the office manager hands you the address details. You read the company name aloud. Firetop Mountain PLC. This spooks a ratty-looking consultant at the next desk, who lets out a shriek and drops his telephone into a bowl of gruel. Ignoring him, you leave the agency, feeling elated. You head home to iron a top and turn in early for the day that awaits you. The next morning, you awake at dawn, pack a simple lunch of nuts and berries, and trek for many hours, finally locating the Firetop Mountain office. Sticking out incongruously from the surrounding buildings, the office is a boxy concrete eyesore. Your eyes gaze higher up the structure, and you see that the architecture of the upper floors is inconsistent with the lower ones. They appear to have been cut from the living rock, as if someone had whittled a tastelessly ornate cathedral out of a mountain. In accordance with temp law, you make sure you're not early, then boldly approach the front door. Turn 2. So, the gnarled oak door of the Firetop Mountain office is weather-scarred and set into a roughly hewn stone wall. As you approach, the door looms over you. You gaze upwards at the building's lofty architecture. The building's lofty architecture looms over you. It's a bit redundant. Protruding from the stone wall are 2 plastic buttons. One marked reception, and the other marked 240 volts. To press the buzzer marked reception, turn to 184. To press the buzzer marked 240 volts, turn to 74. Which button do you guys want to press?
Oh, you know what I want to press, but
Let's press the voltage.
I'll go with
volts.
Andy on that then. Yeah. hit the
240
vote.
Hello, Cody. Hello, Coco. I'm putting my vote. I'm putting my vote in chat.
Okay, that's 3 for 240 volts. Chat, I await your votes.
Is that volts or votes?
Both.
Have an opinion, John. Oh, you.
Yeah, he's put it in chat.
Oh, when he said he was going to be lazy, I didn't mean he was going to rest his voice as well.
Just having a beer. Hello, Keith. Long time no see, Keith. How you doing?
Keith, how's it going, mate?
Thanks, son.
Okay, so I've got 5 votes for volts, no votes for reception. Anyone else? I can see 10 people in chat, but I'm one of them, so.
Hello, Sven Filka.
Hey, Spinfilker.
Yeah, I'm just. This is about. I tend to wait. Oh, Coco says reception. There you go. There's one
Okay.
vote.
5-1.
5-1.
All right, Sean. Now I got a proper drink.
Oh, I've just got beer. I'm on a bit of pale ale tonight.
Well, the other was vodka
Oh.
7-Up.
Okay,
You know,
so today,
45
Spinfilker, we're
potato
playing the regional accounts director of Firetop Mountain. It's a parody choose your own adventure book. The choices are press the buzzer marked for reception or press the buzzer marked 240 volts.
Hello, Robert. Robert says
there's
voltage.
volts. Okay.
It's
Six-
6-1. We have a majority. We have a majority.
I
There
guess
we
we are pressing the buzzer marked
Yes.
240 volts. Turn to 74.
Evening.
Turning. Turning. Okay. Girding your loins for the data entry ahead. Your trembling thumb presses the 240 volts button. An electric shock courses through your arm. It's agony. It must be at least 240 volts. Possibly a bit more. Roll a dice to determine your office look. Just a single 6-sided dice, please.
Oh, you're asking me to do this.
Yeah, my old bed's
John,
not
you can be
working
the
today.
die
Sorry.
roller. That works.
I'm sorry.
Okay. 3.
Uh-oh. If you throw a 4 or above, you're as strong as an ox, and you soak up the electrocution without breaking a sweat. If you throw lower than a 4, there is a history of heart disease in your family, and your adventure ends here.
Yes! 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 Yes!
That is a record.
Yes,
That's
we've
like the
died.
best. That is. Wow.
So, I'm going to say, we'll keep the stats and we'll keep Saxius, and we'll just... shall we press
Yeah.
the other button?
Yeah. So I'm just going to mark it down in chat.
Yes, someone keep a death tally, please.
All I can think of here in the States, you guys in Canada or England might have never seen it. There was a show with the comedian. The comedian was Tim Allen, and it was Home Improvement.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we've seen that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and he had a scene where he hit the fuse box. He's like, "Oh, I should have marked that nick not in pencil."
That was the first choice
is-
and the second page, Sven Vilker.
Yes.
Yeah, I like the one where he had to redo the bathroom.
Okay.
That's why I don't play with electricity. I've been electrocuted too many times on my grandmother's farm. So yeah, no.
So
I let my wife deal with that.
we're gonna press the buzzer marked reception instead this time, peeps.
Yeah, yeah. Watch this put 480 volts through you. Go on. Go on.
Yeah, we'll get reception.
You press the button marked reception, and a lock on the ancient door clicks open. You push your way into the dimly lit lobby of the Firetop Mountain office. From out of the gloom, a voice rasps, "You need to sign in." Peering through the murk, you make out an albino, however you say it, receptionist, perched at a remarkably high desk and glowing slightly like some nocturnal mushroom. Her manner is rude, but at least she's speaking to you. The albino receptionist passes a leather-bound ledger down from the desk and motions you to sign
in British English, it's albino.
Okay, thank you.
Albino.
British English is albino.
She passes a leather-bound ledger down from the desk and motions you to sign in using an elaborate quill and ink pot. As you struggle with the giant feather, you notice that there are no other names in the book. And every page is as hard as wood, having been thickly painted with Tipex. Whiteout for you Americans.
Yeah.
If you feel it would benefit you to befriend the receptionist, turn to 45. If you perceive the receptionist to be beneath you, turn to 138. So, should we befriend her, or is she beneath us?
Befriend her.
You said she's quite short, didn't you?
Let me just go turn back a page. No, it just says the desk is perched remarkably high, or she's perched on a remarkably high desk.
Okay, fair enough. I thought, yeah. So she's above us. I was going to be really pedantic if she was really little and say she has to be beneath us, but no. Okay, let's try and.
Okay, so there's 2 votes in chat for befriend, 1 for beneath. What did you two say? Sorry,
I said befriend.
befriend, beneath. Okay, so that's 3-2 for befriend. Anyone else?
Wake up, chat. Wake up. Wake up. Andy, have you gone to sleep?
That's 4-2 for befriend.
Andy said something, but I can't remember what he said.
Oh, he said he was tired and old, so he'd probably go to sleep.
He pulled a Daniel.
Yes. Hello, Mark's genre mixer. There we go. That's a befriend.
That's 5-2 for befriend. That's 6-2 for befriend.
Yeah. You have got a.
Is that a majority?
You have got a majority for befriend. Yeah.
Got a majority, right? No, what is? I guess we are befriending. 10-45.
This can't go well.
Oh, it is. I used to be a receptionist.
Akil.
Everybody loved me.
That's what you think.
That's what I know, bitch. Yes, Akil. What you saying, bro? You good? This is one of my work colleagues, friends.
Oh, come to see you take the spotlight.
Yes. It's come to see me in my element. So, you begin talking brightly with the albino receptionist, who soaks up the attention like arid soil. Gain 1 office luck point.
Way.
Oops, dropped me lighter. It doesn't say on the rules that you can't go over your initial, so I'm going to go ahead and say that you can.
Go with it, yeah.
Okay, we gain 1 office luck point. It pays to be nice, would you believe it?
Of
You
course
soon run dry of small talk, however, and lapse into a long, awkward silence in which you both smile benignly for a few minutes, nodding gently at each other in the half-darkness. Eventually, the receptionist points a luminous finger towards a door and asks you to wait in the waiting room.
that
10 to
sounds like my
44.
dates when I was a teenager.
I look proper different in this environment. Yeah, like I said, this is my element, bro. Yeah.
In his shed. Getting,
Yes.
getting stoned.
He knows me. Yeah.
Yeah.
The waiting room is decadently furnished with opulent wooden sofas, and on one of the walls there hangs a framed motivational poster of bees working in a hive. To investigate the poster, 10 to 188. To sit down on the sofa, 10 to 195, sorry. So, investigate the poster of the bees working in a hive, or sit down on the inviting sofa?
Investigate the poster.
Poster.
Sofa for me.
All right, 2-1. So, investigate the framed motivational poster of bees working in a hive, or to sit down on the inviting sofa. Okay.
And tell people, as a manager, I'd rather have somebody looking at the posters, trying to
So it's
figure out what
4-3
it
for
means.
sofa at the moment, if I'm counting that correctly.
I think so.
So this is a closer one.
Bees.
Well, it's 4-3, so it's in the balance. 13 people in chat. So chat, get your asses off your sofas and get voting.
Akil, get your vote in, bro. You're part of this now.
You're not allowed to be behind yourself until tomorrow afternoon.
Magnanimous Gedson being magnanimous with his vote for sofa.
Good man.
5-3 for sofa.
Oh, poor poster.
Mark's genre mixer with sofa. Sofa, that's 6-3 to sofa.
Yes.
For all the latecomers, this is what we're reading. I know it's on the title, but here's the book cover.
Hello, Manfred.
There's been no aardvark yet. Oh, speaking of aardvark.
Yes.
But when there is, I will show you guys. Manfred, investigate a poster of motivational poster of bees working in a hive, or sit down on the inviting sofa.
Those who are confused, Iman is taking the reins tonight. I'm being a lazy ass and having a beer.
I don't think there's any confusion in there.
7-3 for sofa.
Hello, Richard. Yeah, we have got a majority leaning towards sofa.
Sofa it is. Turn to 95. I'm making a note of all the entries we turned to as well, by the way.
Oh, you are organised. Bloody hell.
Not really, but trying.
More organised than me.
So I don't know about that. It's my first time. You sit down on a wooden sofa, which is more comfortable than it sounds, but not as comfortable as it looks.
Iman, just if it's your first time, it's very apt that our first read through ended very quickly.
Do you guys want to electrocute yourselves? Yes. Well, you know, you had to find out if it was a bluff or a double bluff. You never know, do you?
Of course we did.
You sit down on the wooden sofa, which is more comfortable than it sounds, but not as comfortable as it looks. After a few minutes, a thin man limps into the room on an orthopedic shoe and introduces himself as Bernie Ditter. He has an angry, bloodshot eye and brings with him the odor of death. Bernie Ditter asks about your office experience and makes a tick on a heavy wooden clipboard as you answer, all the time rubbing his ruby red eye. These
Only
pages
one
are quite
eye?
thick. Well, he's only mentioned one eye and one leg. I don't know if he has any more.
So he
He
hops in on one leg and rubs one eye. Okay.
He explains that, rub, you have an arduous data entry task ahead of you, rub. No one minds if, rub, you check your email every now and rub, then. But, rub, please save your work, rub, regularly rub, and get someone to rub, check it before you leave. Rub. That's how it's written. Bernie Ditter's eye is now redder than Hades himself, so it is with much trepidation that you follow him into an open plan office, noticing that his clipboard holds one blank sheet of A4 with a single biro tick on it. Turn to 22. I wonder where we're going with this. This is my first time reading it as well. I just left it blind so we could enjoy it all together.
So much Python-esque writing in this. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Very...
The office consists of many booths. Behind a row of screens, you hear the tip-tap of computer keys from the hands of unseen workers. A tea lady is hobbling around with a big urn on wheels, filling the room with sugary steam. Bernie Ditter settles you at a vacant booth, then kneels beside you and desperately grips your arm with bony knuckles. You must not leave this desk. The auditors are in, he hisses, searching your face with one white and one angry red eye. You ask where you go for the toilet. We tend not to, says Bernie Ditter. Casting your gaze around the room, you notice the concrete floor is sloped at a slight angle towards a gutter, and immediately think the worst.
Yes.
When you turn back, Bernie Ditter has disappeared. Your chair is so uncomfortable. Its previous owner was either a contortionist or a self-harmer, but the computer is on, and the desk is supporting a stack of papers, next to a well-thumbed introductory manual for temporary staff. It's a classic data entry setup, and you feel right at home. It may be time to enter your first bit of data, but humans are bung full of free will, and you are completely unsupervised. To peer into the adjacent booth, turn to 207. To Google your own name, turn to 237.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I am torn right here. Oh, my Lord. I want to do both.
I know what I would do if I was allowed to vote.
I want to Google my own name.
I'm going to peer.
One for peer. 2 for Google.
Only because there's nothing could be good to come of it.
All right. That's 2
I
for
wanna
Google,
do
2 for peer. That's 3 for peer.
Now to see the big bosom lady that's not looking in your direction.
What is this adventure about? It's a choose-your-own-adventure style parody.
Very much parodied. By the sounds of it.
That is... Oh, God, I've lost count now. What the fuck? That's 3, 4... That's 5 for peer and 2 for Google.
Oh, come on, people. Let's Google her name.
I want to Google it, but it doesn't matter what I want.
Well, you can always lie about the results.
If he's a proper nerd, he will already have Googled his name repeatedly.
there is that, too, yeah.
Mondo.
Good evening, Mondo.
That is 6-2 for peering into the adjacent booth.
Yes, yes.
Is that a
14
majority?
Not
14.
quite yet. 14, yes. Yeah, I do mean Leah, yes.
Lear, yes. That's a bit more what you'd be doing, isn't it, John? Let's not go back into Tuesday, please.
Yeah.
Google. All right, okay. So that's what 7-3 for peering.
It's
We got two
6-4
more for
now.
Google.
Is it 6-4? Sorry.
yeah.
Oh right, yeah, yep. I see Mark's genre mixer there. Yep. Okay, so 6-4.
It's 6-4. Come on,
Close.
chat.
Close. Could still turn the tide for
Come
Google.
on,
You never
chat.
know.
Let's Google. Help us out.
While you guys are deciding, I'm gonna crack open this can.
It's Diet Coke time.
It's Coke Lemon time.
It's
How about Coke and
Attic.
Horse?
Attic Brew Company Union Hazy Beer time.
Got enough words in there.
How about Coke and Horse?
For all the
Mr.
latecomers, again, I will show the cover of the book, as glorious as it is. Hopefully you
Right.
can all see that well enough.
Chat, you've got about 10 seconds to make up your mind. Anybody else? Anybody else?
I was
What
going to
is
say
sa-
the way this is reading, I wouldn't mind actually reading as a proper book in order.
It's actually a lot better than I was expecting, and I thought it was going to be good.
I love the
Okay,
humor.
so we are going with peering into the adjacent, what was it called? Booth.
Hi, ladies. Oops.
That
Hi,
is
Connie.
207.
Please let her name be Connie.
Bear with me.
Close, but no cigar.
Well, a surname would be right.
Okay, so you stand up to peer into the neighboring workstation, only to see a man, sorry, John, peering balefully back at you. This can only mean one thing. You're working next to a man with a horrifyingly long neck. Your long-necked co-worker introduces himself as Jesse and cheerily informs you he is in the doghouse with the archive department for always putting the wrong filing references on all of his work. You realize
what
too
a
late that
pity.
Jesse is as dull as boiled rice, but chatty as a chaffinch. I don't know what that is.
A chaffinch is a small bird that lives in our gardens if we don't have cats.
Huh. Okay.
Sadly, I have a neighbour with about 4 cats.
John, roll a die to test your level of small talk.
Okay. I'm very small, so it should be small talk.
It doesn't say what happens, it just says turn to.
1.
If you roll 4 or higher, turn to this. If you roll 3 or lower, turn to 239.
Also a good film.
239. Okie dokie. Hang on. Come on,
It's
you
after
thing.
238 before 240.
Here we go. Uh-oh. I say uh-oh because it's block capitals. I don't even know if it's bad. Your small talk is abysmal. Jesse is not interested in the Panama Canal. Neither is he interested in the Suez Canal.
Suez.
Suez, thank you. He has no interest in the Worcester and Birmingham Canal.
Oh,
Finally, you
Slap him.
mentioned that your chair is notably uncomfortable. Will you shut up about your bloody back? Jesse yells, and angrily turns to focus on his work. Feeling lonelier than ever, and wishing you were on a longboat, you submerge yourself in data entry. Turn to 18.
Okay.
You should have
dear.
Googled.
Should have Googled. Apparently, I don't know. Okay, 18. There it is. You start entering employee tax data. Classic Saxius has to start with the tax stuff. And realize you recognize some of the names of the workers. Workers you haven't seen for a long time. Suddenly, a wave of horror washes over you. Your printer at home is low on paper. Stealthily, you skim a ream of foolscap from the nearest copier, making sure nobody notices. But what would it matter if they did? Happens all the time. You store the foolscap in your bag and sneak back to your desk, feeling a sense of triumph. As a temp, you don't expect luxury furnishings, but your chair is definitely causing some severe discomfort to your back. A flower of unease grows in your mind. Something isn't right. To follow up the bloom of apprehension and examine the terrible pain in your back, turn to 71. To make plans for the evening, turn to 54.
Evening.
Nah.
So, follow up on the bloom of apprehension and examine the terrible pain in your back, or make plans for the evening.
Back.
Okay, back. Joker, you said evening.
Aye.
That's 2-1 for back.
I want to do evening, but I'm going back. But yeah.
That's
I'm the last
3-1
person
for
to.
back.
I'm the last person to listen to my own body.
Me too, believe me.
Oh, that's 5-1 for back.
Keith's gone for evening.
Oh, sorry, I thought he was saying evening. Fuck, sorry. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. So what, 5-2, sorry.
6-2 now with
6-2 for back.
Yeah, what's the most awkward time to join a stream? When we need to choose evening.
yes.
Hi.
Hi, Richard. No, I'm joking. Okay, 6-3. How many people we got in chat, John?
14.
Okay. Few more people that could vote. Lurkers, I summon thee.
I can always have Kelsey join.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. I will give you 15 more seconds.
Unless, Dan, you put your wig on and change your name to Kelsey for the entire stream.
I can't do that. The old lady doesn't need any dresses fitted or anything tonight, so
No.
not
Okay.
today, guys.
I guess we are following up on the terrible pain in our back.
Yes.
Turn to 71.
Good number.
You look over your shoulder to find your worst fears confirmed. A gaping rent has been cut into your back. Dark red blood pumps lazily over a sinister blade glinting in the seat of your chair. Ice cold with terror, you jump up and pratfall backwards in a slick of your own blood, which is flowing towards the concrete gutter below. With no warning, the lights are extinguished and the computer screens go blank, making a doo sound as they power down. That was quite good. In the total blackout, you hear strange cries, footsteps running back and forth, and... Is that the sound of hooves? You must get out. You must get out. Will you flee to the left or to the right?
Oh.
Right.
Rest through the time warp key. To the left.
I'm going with left. It's just a jump
Right.
to the left.
To the left, to the left, to the left.
That's 2-1 for
Right,
left.
right.
And step to the right. Put
That's
your
a
hands on
pop
your
rap
hips.
song over
Let your boobs hang down.
here.
And I was wondering when this was going to get real. Although technically we did already die. Okay,
Let's
that's 3-2 for left.
warp again.
Four 2 for left.
I had a long day at work today. I turned up for work at lunchtime So I was off this morning because I was staying in to wait for a parcel to arrive. And my parcel arrived, which was my wheel replacement. And so it arrived at about 11 o'clock. Tested it, went into work all happy. When I got to work, Gemma was there going, we've only done £30 in the shop. I was like, oh God, it's been one of those days, has it? And by the time I finished, we'd done over 400. Yeah, she went home. And she went home. I had a list of jobs to do to sort things out in the shop for the weekend, and all the customers started arriving. So my list is barely touched. I'm knackered. And
What was they waiting for her to leave?
yeah, clearly, yeah.
I worked 8:15 to noon, and had a 45-minute lunch break in between, and still got paid for 7 hours.
Blah, blah.
Just saying.
I only did a 5-hour shift, but it was a busy 5-hour shift.
That would be, yeah.
Okay, we're at 4-4 for left and right.
Ew.
Decisive people.
It's up to you lot, chat. Somebody needs to break the deadlock.
Magnanimous gets him with a left.
With a left.
Richard with a right to even it up again.
So if you're one of the few people left in chat who has not yet voted, your vote counts.
Aye, it does.
Yeah.
Especially if you voted to, press the 240 volt button.
Yes.
Robert with the right. Okay, we're at 6-5 for right.
Yeah. The right wins.
Okay. We are going to the right. Oh, no. Oh, hey, Dan, that's cheating. You nearly got me there. You nearly got me. Hey, Doc. Oh, Doc, thank you.
Doc Flamingo. Doc Flamingo. Good excuse to blank out Daniel's face.
Oh, okay. Getting interesting, are we?
Don't have to be rude like that.
I do, because I'm not hosting the stream tonight. It's up to me. It's up to Iman to keep everybody in check. I'm just a misbehaving child now.
Oh, okay. You get to be like the rest of us.
Yes.
It's fun, isn't it, John?
Yes.
Groping blindly in the darkness, you stagger painfully to your right, fearing for your life.
Okay. Does blindly slap us, or are we allowed to still grope her? I didn't know the lights went out.
You get one of those. No, I'm joking. Right. Leaving the unearthly noise and confusion behind you, your straining eyes make out flickering lights ahead. Each step sends a ripple of agony through your back as you hurry away from the scene of danger, slowed by your blood-soaked shoes. You come to a stone corridor lit only by a solitary torch fixed to the wall. By the light of the guttering flame, you make out 2 doors. Each has a thick iron bolt and a strange archaic rune inscribed into the woodwork. To push through the door etched with the rune of a man, turn to 14. To push through the door etched with the rune of a woman, turn to 221.
Woman.
It's the toilets, isn't it? It's the toilets, isn't it?
Sounds like it.
Woman.
And if you're in Scotland, you wouldn't know the difference because they both wear quilts.
Daniel? Oh, thanks, Finfilka. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. I'm trying.
He'll
You
get
know-
all big-headed. Stop that now. He'll get all big-headed. We can't.
No,
cope with
I'll do the opposite because listen to this. So, I actually had a guy at work who I was speaking to on the phone who thought I was an AI.
Ooh.
that. Ooh.
I'm like, fuck.
Isn't that a compliment these
Do I
days?
speak that well?
I was going to say, isn't that a compliment?
That's a compliment, actually.
I didn't know whether to take it as an insult or a compliment. But yeah,
So who hasn't voted out of us three? Have we all
Daniel,
voted?
I'm gonna.
woman door or man door?
Man,
Okay,
man.
so that is you two are you three. That's 2-1. Okay, so that's 4-2 for men.
Yeah.
No, it's not because I'm robotic. It's because the way that I speak when I'm on the phone is like the same accent, but like the words I use are much more formal.
Good afternoon. You are through to Iman's phone. How may I help you?
Yes,
Well,
that kind
no,
of thing.
Actually, the way you talk, and I'm not being anything.
Don't worry, you
You're
can take
very-
his Norman.
You are very curt. You're very concise. Your words don't blend into each other. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that,
It's
but
actually.
it
a good
depends
thing.
how
You're
northern I
very-
want to be. If you get what I mean.
You're very enunciated. It's actually a good thing.
Oh,
There we
So,
go. Everybody's being nice to Iman. What has he done to deserve this?
No,
What have I-
what have
I done to deserve this?
Another
If you're
half
having it with
hour
that-
will rip them apart. Don't worry, it's coming.
all right, everybody. I appreciate the compliments, but stop complimenting me for just 1 second. And can we vote?
Let's
It
go
was
to the
Petra.
ladies.
It was Pet Shop Boys with Tammy Wynette who sang that, I believe.
Ah, yes.
Woman, yeah. Good old Tammy.
Oh no, Dusty Springfield. Sorry, not Tammy Wynette. Dusty Springfield. Pet Shop Boys and Dusty Springfield.
I know Pet Shop Boys.
You never heard of Dusty Springfield?
No. Pet Shop Boys, they did West End Girls, correct?
Yes.
Mark genre mixer with a woman. That's 4-3.
Or Dusty Spring Duster.
Have you ever heard the song "Son of a Preacher Man"?
Yeah,
Oh yes, I have. Yes, I actually know
over
that
here
one.
it's a country
That's
song.
That was her in the '60s.
Yeah,
Son of
okay.
a preacher man.
Yeah, that's a good song. I like it.
But I think Tammy did later on record Woman.
We're at 4-3. Anybody else? It seems like some people might be voting a little bit late as well. So can everybody make sure they're caught up on the stream?
Yes.
That happens too.
Oh, it does. Easy.
Plus, honestly, YouTube lags behind StreamYard.
It does.
Yeah.
So we're at 4-3 for pushing through the door etched with the rune of a man.
Dusty Springfield was one of the great voices of the '60s, Dan. So
I see you there, Doc. You haven't voted.
West End Girls.
Yeah, when you got weird competition like
I'm
Cilla
gonna have
Black.
to look that song up tonight after we're done here. I actually like that song, so yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up.
With Cilla Black screeching.
Cilla Black. God.
Well, at least Cilla wasn't quite as bad as Nana Muscuri.
No option for violence just yet, Doc. The options are push through the door marked with the rune of a man or a door marked with the rune of a woman.
Then a Muscuri makes Yoko Ono half decent. And that's
Oh my god, that's bad.
Nothing can make Yoko Ono's screeching half decent.
I don't know why John Lennon let her out the bag on stage, so she could get the keys pulled.
Drugs is the answer.
I know she was a weird one, but
Drugs was the answer.
I'm gonna take that as a vote, man.
That and ego.
Yeah, ego as well. Yeah.
Figure
sure.
it was Lennon, so no matter what he did, it would be proper, and everybody would accept it and think it was awesome.
There might
You
be
know.
soon. Actually, Doc can bury Saxius the Fair.
Yeah, we've already lost one character, Doc. We're on Saxius the second.
I'm surprised we made it this far.
How are the votes looking, Iman? Or has Iman frozen again?
Somebody's using the microwave.
Looks like it.
count him up, John.
What?
I said count him up.
That's not my job tonight. Oh, he's gone. Oh. Does that mean I've got to do some work?
It looks like it.
Right, we've got one in chat. We're 4 for man, 1 for woman. And here we were 2-1. So we're at 5 for man, 3 for woman. As soon as Iman comes back, I guess we're going into the men's room.
Hopefully, it's a men's room. You never know nowadays.
So, is Iman in a fight with? Should we have a vote? Is Iman currently in a fight with his brother over using the microwave? Yes or no?
Yes.
Probably
Okay.
just a straight out fight with the microwave. Never mind the brother.
or maybe his mother's like, screw him, and put in a cup of tea to warm up and turned it on just to piss him off.
Welcome back.
I'm back. Boop. Bloop. Yes.
We're 5-3 for men's room at the moment.
Men it is. We've waited long enough.
Yeah, we've waited for you.
40.
Was it the microwave?
I have no idea. You enter the gents' toilet. Yes, so it was the toilets. With a moan of despair, you realize there are no paper towels with which to bandage your back. You tug frantically at the rotary hand towel, but it just goes round and round. In desperation, you kick open the cubicle and lurch for the toilet roll. This is treated as an aggressive act by the leathery-faced man on the toilet, who kicks out at you with a polished brogue. You must fight the leathery-faced man.
Welcome
Imagine
to
that.
the
John, do you want to roll for the enemy and I'll roll for us?
Okay, so we're fighting Leatherface. Yeah.
So we fight by adding our aptitude and endurance scores together to give ourselves a base fight score of 18 plus 2d6.
Hello,
The enemy, I'll be rolling for us. The enemy has an aptitude of 2 and an endurance of 4, giving them base of 6. So they've rolled an 11 in total, which means that we win automatically. But
Yeah.
25.
Yes.
So we do 2 damage to him. Oh, no, wait, no, that's it. It's just 1 round. That's it. Yeah, that's it. 262. Okay, we win.
We've beaten up a man who's having a turd. He can't
Yes.
even curl one down for 10 minutes without being harassed at work.
It seems so. Just
I
like
can
real
honestly
life.
say, even I have never done that to somebody.
Hyperventilating, you stand triumphant over the prone body of the leathery-faced man. You stoop to take the trousers from your defeated foe to use as a tourniquet when you hear a sound like stone grinding against stone behind you.
So we're robbing his trousers as well.
My God.
Spinning around to
Do we
see,
need new clothes? With that ball.
spinning around to see what latest threat you must confront, you catch a flash of one angry bloodshot eye before being struck violently with a wooden clipboard. Darkness washes over you. Then foul-smelling water washes over you, and you slip into a sinking sensation, smacking your forehead on a sink as you sink rapidly down.
Is he dunking us head first in the toilet or something? Is that what it?
It sounds like it.
Yes.
I'm reading this, what's the word, verbatim, so I know just as much as you guys. Turn to 268. Down and down you tumble, in a fever of disorientation, till you hit a body of water with a sploosh. Gripped by a dervish current, you whirl deeper and deeper downward.
He's flushed us. He's flushed our head down.
Unable to work out which way is up, so rapid is your descent. Clunk! Splosh! Your head collides with porcelain, and you break the surface of the water, panting heavily. As your eyes become accustomed to the lack of water in them, you realize you are bobbing up and down in a giant toilet, the bleach stinging the cut in your back. Revolted to the core, you clamber out of the bowl and lean heavily against a large Christmas tree, which has clearly been serving as an oversized toilet brush. You try to make an emergency call on your mobile, but it is sodden and unusable. Still dripping wet, you slide under a hefty cubicle door, only to be met by a row of sinks no higher than your shins. You are in an ancient bathroom, which for some reason caters for people of drastically opposing sizes, yet with no disabled access whatsoever. You're exploring the bathroom when a rhythmic booming noise from the next room stops you in your tracks. With a racing heart, you peer through a window in the bathroom door to spy the tea lady parking her trolley in a room stacked with computer parts and monitors. A sign on the wall reads, "Server room." The thumping noise continues, unabated. Turn to 200.
Oh, you call it a swirly, do you? Oh, okay.
It's also called a swirly here.
I've never heard it called a swirly before.
It might be a more recent thing. Because I had a friend from high school whose middle name was, not middle name, but like nickname was Swirly.
I wonder how he got that.
Yeah, it's a mystery. From your vantage point, some aardvark, but I think it's not for this page, so I can't show you. Shall I show you anyway?
Go on then.
Go on. You want to see some aardvark? Is it showing? There we go.
Oh.
This grotty thing.
Yeah.
From your vantage point, you see a craggy-featured Hulk dressed in a chainmail waistcoat. Oh no, it is for this. On his wrist is a mobile phone in a leather holster. With a broom, he is banging steadily away at a blocked drain set into the ceiling. Liver spots glisten on his thick grey arms. Still getting the blackouts, I see, natters the tea lady, pouring the oversized aberration a pint of tea. Another clot in the pipeline, just waiting for the anticoagulant to kick in. From above, The drain gurgles and unblocks, releasing what looks like day-old blood into a cauldron below. The brutish broom handler deftly plugs an Ethernet cable into the side of the cauldron using baguette-sized fingers. Settling herself under a poster with the caption, "You don't have to be a fearsome member of a mythical race to work here, but it helps." The tea lady rubs her legs and complains about her pins. Hang on. Chainmail waistcoat? Thick grey arms? Fingers like baguettes? Motivational troll poster? This isn't a run-of-the-mill IT technician. This is a daylight-fearing son of the soil. This is a troll. Test your luck. If the 2 dice you roll are higher than your office luck score, turn to 31. If they're lower, turn to 240. All right. So 2d6.
10.
Our luck is. Oh, okay. You can roll. That's fine. We'll go with yours. If the 2 dice you roll are higher than your office luck score, turn to 31. I don't think that's a good thing,
No.
but we shall see.
You can roll now because you've got your owlbear working.
Okie doke.
I'm gonna.
Even more laziness for Yogg. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I've got a frozen him on again. While the cat's away, the mice will play.
Am I back?
You're back.
Am I back? I think I'm here.
You are. Yes, you are. Now you've gone. No, you're not. You're here
Am I
again.
back?
You are
Sorry.
moving. You are moving.
Oh, heck. Am I? Okay.
Just press on. Just press.
You are frozen with fear at the sight of the troll, who begins giving the tea lady an unwanted IT lesson. The lesson bores you to tears. You manage to stay awake only by reminding yourself you're in the presence of a troll. Now, we've removed the blood clot. We'll get a power spike with the increased power surge. Not good. Potentially fatal excess of power. Troll, if the surge don't blow something out right, it can progressively damage the PSU, power supply unit, and other components as well. Troll, the plain filter power boards you can buy at hardware stores are worse than useless. They give you the impression you're protected when you basically aren't. Troll, 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 troll. The astonishingly dull troll drags what looks like a mighty Aztec gateway on casters into view. However, since we're dealing with a contained grid, moving portal away from the power source should stop the blackouts. The troll throws the contents of the cauldron at the gateway. There is a crashing strobe effect, then a doo.
You do that very well.
As the room goes back to black. Thank you. Come out the way, says the troll impatiently to the tea lady as you flee the room in the blackness. Turn to 233. Well, this is pretty juicy, this is. That voice is hurting my throat. Felt fitting, though. Moving fast, you lurch wildly down the basement corridor, now accustomed to the fact that your eyes will never be accustomed to the dark. You feel the steely cold of a door handle under your hand, and you move inside just as the panel lights flick on overhead. You arrive in a room no bigger than a stationery cupboard. Stationery is stored messily on shelves around the walls.
It's the stationery cupboard.
Breathing deeply, you feel surprisingly calm for someone who's just seen a troll. And you're distracted only by a loud screaming noise which you yourself seem to be making. You gaffer tape an A3 Jiffy bag onto your wounded back. However, You have already lost a shed load of blood. Lose 5 endurance points.
Ow.
Well, we're down to 6. Oops, nope, not 5, 6. 6. Take 3 deep breaths. Enough to cope with the fact that trolls are real. 170. If you are still in the hell in device-like grip of terror by the existence of trolls, 10 to 256. So, are trolls real, or are we in the vice-like grip of terror by the mere existence of them? Are we okay with it?
Well-
Are we not okay with it?
Trolls exist everywhere on the internet. Shouldn't scare us.
Is it an internet troll or
This is an
real-
actual
Okay.
troll.
Then no, I'm not okay with this bullshit.
I'm okay. Yeah.
Bullshit. Like your
Bring it on.
bullshit.
Do you want me to show you the
Bullshit.
picture?
I'm just waiting for him to shout, well, actually.
This is the picture. That thing.
Yeah, I'm not a well. So it's my first mother-in-law. But
He's
no,
a
I'm
troll,
not
not a
okay.
rules lawyer.
I'm saying no.
But what does no mean?
I'm not okay with the troll.
Oh, you're not okay with their existence. Okay. Joker?
Correct.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
You're all right with the fact that trolls exist. You're okay with the fact that trolls exist.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got 2-1. And then Sven Filker says real. Fear no troll. Okay. So we have. Yep, that's 4-1 for real. 4-1 for being okay with the fact that trolls exist.
5-1 with Keith.
Keith is okay. That's 5-1.
Coco's okay as well. So Daniel's our
6-1 for
only
being
wuss. Daniel is our only wuss.
Mhm.
How do you feel, Daniel, to be the wuss?
I'm the one with the handgun in my back pocket, ready to shoot the frickin' troll.
Fair enough.
Looks like we're okay with the fact that trolls are real. Cute. 10 to 1-7.
I mean, all you've got to do with trolls is you don't feed them.
After midnight,
You just don't feed
I'm
feed
back.
the troll.
Yes.
And if they persist, just delete them. They do it for attention.
we are data control, so or enters. So yeah, we could delete it.
170. Okay.
He said okay, and he disappeared. Ha!
I was going to say, if you feed trolls, then they just moan
They
about the
go
fact
away.
then if you feed trolls, they just moan about the fact that there's no taxes they could fit in.
Yes. There are people like that nowadays, isn't there?
Especially the one that made the news. If you get a man about can't fit, no taxes are big enough to fit you in. Try stop eating about 20 years earlier.
Here we go. That means
Hello.
Joker, you dropped to the bottom.
Guess who's the new captain?
Eh?
I'm being summoned.
Uh-oh.
Don't say anything.
What's that?
Don't say anything. Yeah, but guess who's the new captain next week?
With the dead.
Said after the Peter Brigade kind of clicked, but she said she had a long conversation with Lucy. Like, she's always been like this. Like, she's always been consistently very good. It's not just now. Like, so she was like, I'm sorry for not realising it sooner, but yeah, we need to do that season. Someone that can kind of be a good role model sort of thing, and be consistently good, and be calm, like, cool and collected. So,
Excellent.
Yeah.
How come she didn't realise that?
I don't know. But Lucy said, yeah, she's always been like this.
Yeah. Lovely. Lovely.
Thank you.
I'm back.
Okie doke. So, you can all hear me okay?
Yes.
Breathing deeply in the room-like safety of the stationary cupboard, you become less anxious at having seen a troll throw a cauldron of blood at a door on wheels. Feeling a lot calmer, you re-enter the corridor, now ready for anything. Turn to 264.
Have a look at my post in chat.
Let's go!
Awesome.
Woo! Go, girl!
Good job, John. Love that. Tell her I said congrats. That's cool.
Oh, we got some more aardvark. Oh, this is interesting, aardvark. This is.
That's really good.
It is, isn't it?
Let's see that. Wow. That
Hard
shit's
work
crazy.
pays off.
Absolutely.
Does that mean the woman that knows is managing the team again next season?
Yes. Yes.
John, I can honestly say what you're feeling is probably what I felt when I was told my son got first place in the regional air rifle shoot.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Was that her telling you, John?
Yes, it was. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but tell her congrats from us.
Yeah, do.
Cheers.
She deserves it.
Yeah, she's worked bloody hard.
So here's the aardvark for this page. Again, I will show everyone.
Oh, it's a Minotaur.
Wow.
Very
We
minor.
definitely got the wrong office job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Leaving the
Definitely.
stationary cupboard, you come face to face with what appears to be a suited man with an over-realistic carnival bull's head. Steam billows out of its nostrils. Oh god, oh, what voice? Where's the staff room? It's the same voice. Where's the staff room? The beast asks in a voice like hot gravel. I'm lost. It's like a maze in here. You manage to shrug before freezing completely with fear, your shoulders now in an unattractive hunched position. The beast bears down on you, its red eyes burning in its very real head. What? You don't talk to interns? Too lowly for you, are we? Dare you talk to a Minotaur? Or would you ignore it instead?
Talk to it. Mercurius. Mercurius.
Should we see what the bestiary says about it?
Electric Dreams, Todd Clark, Mac Thompson, Erudite DM, and Tommy Bravo 4. Thank you, Mercurius.
Oh, Mercurius. Legend.
If you work in data entry for long enough, if you work in data entry for long enough, your eyes will be red. Yeah, sorry, man.
All right. A Minotaur is, this is in the bestiary at the back, is an aggressive beast with the body of a man and the head of a bull. Originally the offspring of a badly thought out holiday romance, Minotaurs prefer to be held captive in labyrinths.
Jump, magic jump.
So, are we talking to this Minotaur or are we ignoring it? And that's Minotaur
Friends
for the
with
people who
man
don't
or
know what I'm
beast,
saying.
or both.
So Jeb wants to talk.
Talk to it, yeah.
John wants
Talk,
to
as in the band.
3 talk.
Yeah,
We're a good
Joker.
band.
Talk. 4. Coco. 5. 5 for talking to the Minotaur. None for ignoring.
Cows may come and cows may go, but the bull in here goes on forever.
Dowell
would
with
like
the
to
talk.
slack.
That is
Slack.
7
Slack.
talk. All right. I think we all want to talk to the Minotaur, don't we?
Yeah.
We all want to hear my shit voice, don't you? That's what it is, right? We're talking to the Minotaur.
Absolutely, yeah. Get the gravel on. Give yourself a bit of sore throat tomorrow.
We do that every night anyway. It's just going to be doubly sore. The Minotaur intern breathe excitably through its nostrils as you bluster something about feeling just a bit peaky. It eyes you up and down, with eyes like gas hobs on full. You fear me, wanderer. Do not deny it, it says, with a farmyard quality to its voice. Hey, that's actually all right then, isn't it? Such a pitiful race you are, offering virgins to avoid the wrath of our kind. Always with the virgins. When you know what we're really like, well, I'll tell you. Grass. Plain and simple. I mean, it's not that hard, is it?
no wonder.
Angry tears coast down
That's not how I was
Minotaur's.
pissed off. They look grass up virgins.
Angry tears coast down the Minotaur's face as it says grass, again for emphasis. Thinking on your feet, you reach into your pocket and offer the Minotaur your best crimson hanky as comfort. But it's like a red rag to a bull. You must fight the Minotaur into. He has an aptitude of 8 and an endurance of 12. Oh, fuck. So his base is 20. John? Oh, my owlbear's not working.
What's our base?
Our base is 18. So can you roll for us first, please?
He's going to kick our ass, isn't he?
I just want to check the rules for fighting, because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to just be...
Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up
it just says 1 round. That's really weird. Okay.
Okay, I'm just going to bring up...
So our base is 18. So.
Okay, so we're going to be black dice. And seeing as it was red that started the fight, he can be red. He's kicked our ass.
So he got a 10 and we got a 7. Oh dear, we're dead. That's just that. Your adventure ends here.
I think we made it pretty freaking far. All things considered.
Hey Dan, do you want to take a drink so we can redo? Should we try again? Or should we go back to the beginning?
No, we shall.
Should we try again? Okay.
Yeah. Actually,
Do you want to roll
this
again,
is-
John, please?
This is the John's daughter.
Oh.
That's cool, dude.
Can we
Yeah,
roll again,
Dragon.
please, John?
You think we should? We think we should roll again, or think we should go back and change the decision to talk to the Minotaur?
That's
do
a
not
good
talk
question.
To the Minotaur.
Okay, so you want to go back and not talk to the Minotaur?
Yes, Minotaur. Yes.
Well, good thing
Minotaur.
I'm writing down these page refs. Bear with
Jeb wants to
me.
go back to the
Oh,
beginning. Jeb wants to go back to the beginning.
beginning.
Zaxius the
Well,
Third
there's not-
enters.
There's not much variety in choice, like up until you
Yeah.
get through the first few passages. That's true. That's true, Svenfilka. That's always a win.
Yes, for those who missed the start, we died due to our first choice. Yes. That time we survived. About an hour and 10 minutes.
So 275 for ignore. But I genuinely do wonder what happens if we beat him. Let me guess, he just gets angry again. Let's see.
Probably.
You ignore the Minotaur altogether and head down the corridor. Please do not ignore me like the others. I'm an honorable intern. You turn and tell him that honorable intern is an oxymoron. Who are you calling an oxymoron? It screeches. Then tugs hard on its nose ring to show it means business. You must fight the Minotaur intern.
Oh, okay, so this is going to be 3 deads. Maybe we should go back to the beginning. Yeah, it's kicked our ass again.
7. Oh, it only won by 1.
Yeah, it's kicked our ass again.
Okay, it doesn't matter
I
if
much
they
prefer
won by
this
1
option.
or 100. They still won.
That is fucking hilarious. It says in block capitals, who were you calling an oxymoron?
Yay, oxymoron. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
that's quite clever. That's a good dad joke.
Okay, so
Technically,
we're gonna
he's
have to
just
fight the Minotaur
bullheaded.
again. You're gonna have to roll again, John. We're gonna have to fight it again. It seems that's the only path. At least the path that
No,
we're on.
it's not an oxymoron. We're just bullheaded.
Oh, we win!
That's a draw. That's a draw.
Or is it a draw?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. That is a draw. Fuck.
10-8.
Okay, roll again, please.
It wins.
Oh, it wins. Oh, fuck. That's 4 deads.
This could go on for a little while and could set a new record.
It only has a 2 advantage over us.
Yeah, but
But
the
it's
odds
D6,
are
isn't it?
very much against us here. Very much against us.
And if you defeat it, you have to turn to the same reference. So yeah, it's pretty much we're stuck until we beat this thing. So
Okay.
Keep rolling, John.
oh, it's kicked our ass again. That's 5 deads.
That's-
Oh, great.
5 deads. 6 deads.
Or is it one of them
7
with no
deads.
other options where to go before the
8
Minotaur?
deads.
Okay, have you
Finally.
No,
guys seen the movie Groundhog Day?
Mm-hmm.
we have
Deads,
finally
8.
defeated the. We finally defeated the oxymoron.
Feels like one of your Monday streams with
Thank
Slan in the maze.
I guess I have a certain vibe about me, don't I?
It died again.
The Minotaur falls against a stack of chairs, smashing its face and breaking an ankle on the way down. Using quips as a coping mechanism, you say something about foot and mouth before taking the bull by the horns and dragging it out of the way in a manger. You also try to do something with cattle grid, but it doesn't quite come off. Fired up after your rodeo-style ruck, you hear the sound of raucous laughter coming from what looks to be an abandoned HR department at the end of the corridor. Moving close to the door, you ascertain that it is, in fact, possibly orcish laughter you can hear. With no other option, you decide to investigate. Oh, you could have fit that on this page. Come on. Will you burst in unannounced, knock and wait, or knock and go straight in? So, burst in unannounced, knock
and
and
straight in.
wait, or knock and straight in.
Burst in.
Okay, so one burst. Two burst. Joker, what did you say?
Knocking straight in.
Okay, knock straight in. So two burst, one straight in. One knock straight in.
Very Monty Python. Knocking straight, walk straight in. Hello.
Okay, knocking straight in. 2-2.
Here's where we
Still
wait for
2-2.
chat to wake up. Chat.
It's all
Chat.
Desmond at the moment.
I am Archbishop of South Africa. That was a terrible South African accent. I do apologise.
Is my sexy voice sending you all to sleep or something? Is that what it is?
We voted. Oh. Dowell says knock.
Okay, so I'm assuming that's knock and wait then, because he didn't say go straight in. Okay,
Oh, Jeb,
so we
Jeb-
actually
Jeb
have
was
three
being
choices, Jeb. So no worries.
Palmetto.
Okay,
Hello,
hey Palmetto. So we hear orcish laughter from the other side of the door. Will we burst in unannounced? Will we knock and wait, or will we knock and go straight in?
Burst.
Okay, so that was 2-2 over there. That's 2-2-1. That's 2-3-1. That's 2-3-2. Okay, so that's 2-4-2. So 4 for knock and straight in.
It looks like it's the popular answer.
Knock and wait. Okay, so 4 for straight in, 3 for wait, 2 for burst. Wow, this is hard to track, John. Props to you, mate.
Yeah, it's a pain. Yeah. That's why I always try and prompt people. I often shorten the choices.
Yeah.
To make them one word, to try and get people just to type one word to make it easy for me to.
This is
Read the
hard
notes.
because two options involve the word knock.
Yes.
Why you do this to me, Book? Okay, so 4 for knock and straight in. Well, Jeb says nick and straight in, so
We've already done that. We've stolen some paper.
anybody else?
Is there anyone at home?
Good tune.
Knock and straight in. Okay, that's 5-3-2. So knock and straight in it is. I think it's fair to say. Turn to 11. I think Svenvilka, are you okay? You knock and enter, which is the same thing as bursting in unannounced. Turn to 110.
Yes.
What the fuck? Wait, hang on. I want to see if it takes us to the same reference. It probably does. Yes, it does. Okay. So, 110. As you enter the room, the first thing that hits you is a frisbee of carpet right in the face. The next thing that hits you is the smell, then the heat, then the grace from the carpet frisbee. Lose 2 endurance points. Oh,
That sucks.
we're on 4 now. Two orcs, one tall and one stout, look sheepishly at you as you notice a circle has been cut out from the carpet near the doorway. You've clearly interrupted the two orcs in their frisbee game. The tall orc halts and says, "Fatur nach laxangst," straightening his ginger war braids. You shake your head in confusion. "Then be thankful we have learned the common tongue of man," bellows the stout orc, and bowls towards you with the stout sword. Turn to 49. Oh,
How did we go from freaking computers to orcs with swords?
that's this book.
Yeah, because the writer of this book had clearly taken acid.
Apparently, that or mushroom. Well, no, acid. Yeah, not mushrooms, acid. Yeah.
Oh, mushrooms. They'd just be giggling and happy.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I changed my mind.
Well, the two people who wrote this book are Alex Jenkins and Stephen Morrison. So
I
do with that
recognize
information what
names.
you will.
They
I
sound
do-
like cookies to me.
I
Can
recognize
you get a
the
copy of
names.
which section, Jeb? Sorry.
What did you say, John?
I said they sound like druggies to me. With names
Well,
like that.
they also wrote D&D modules too.
Well, I could tell you it's at least weed because it sounds like when you're smoking, it's like, what if I did that?
Now, I'm going with John. I seriously am.
Oh, okay. Do I have you on Discord? I can send it to you in a picture or something.
Jeb's on the Discord, yeah.
Okie doke. What reference was that? That was reference 11. Remind me if I forget, please, Jeb. It's reference 11. Okay. The stout orc charges, weapon aloft. "Hold your sword, Arum!" screams the tall one suddenly. The short one stops grumpily dead in his tracks. The kindly orc turns back to you. "Weary Temp, my name is Slink. Urum, you have already met," he sighs. We are caretaker orcs," adds Orom. "And the reason my colleague has not split your skull is that we have great use for you." Orom narrows his eyes slyly at you. "God, it really stinks in here." "You have done well to make it this far," Slink continues. "Sit, and I will tell of the foul office politics that besmirch this wretched place in full atmospheric detail. Or stand,
Died 8 times.
and I will tell you the abridged version, butts in Orom. Will you allow Slink to herald his long backstory, or go for Orom's bullet point version instead?
Backstory.
Yeah,
Backstory?
shall we sit? Let's sit.
So
Sit
sit
or
and listen
stand?
to backstory, yep, or stand and abridged version.
Sit or stand. Simple. You've got 2 sits from us. Dan hasn't voted.
Sit.
Sit. Okay. Do you like your names for this stream, by the way? Did you see that I changed your names? Dan, have you seen that I've changed your name?
What'd you change it to? I gotta go to Discord, maybe.
It's on StreamYard.
Yeah.
No, it's literally on the screen. Just look at StreamYard.
All right.
You are the office Lothario.
Did
That
Dan
works.
vote?
He said sit.
Okay, so that's 3 sit on the panel. 4, 5. Okay, so 5-1 for sit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's a majority because we have 9 in chat at the moment.
Just taking a picture of this passage for Jeb.
Okay, you take a picture of your passage for Jeb. I won't ask why. People, you get in trouble for that these days.
Not package, you twat.
I said take a picture of your passage. That's what I said.
Passage, not package.
Please
don't want a
send
picture
the
of your-
Julian.
I don't
Please
want a
send
picture
the
of his passage. Your package.
JulianClary.com.
I got in
Please send
trouble for that, so I understand.
You've sent pictures of your package to co-workers.
Well, we were having a 2-year affair, so yeah.
Okay. Did you ever photocopy your backside?
No,
No, I never did either. I was tempted to.
you don't know what I used to do in my office, but
We had a colour photocopier. I couldn't take a colour photocopy of my ass.
there you go. I should have done that.
Right, Jeb, I'm sending you the picture. I hope this is you. Don't want to be sending my passage to someone else, do I?
JulianClary.com.
No, you definitely don't want to send it to Julian Clary.
You'll get an amusing comment.
Welcome,
Comment.
sir.
Saw him in pantomime a few years ago. He was actually very good.
He is
Kids
good
didn't-
live. He is
Kids
good live.
didn't get his humour at all because it was just filth the whole time, and they were like 10 and 7 or something at the time. They didn't get any of it. Before.
I was going to say. I mean,
Constant
I mean, his humour in panto is nothing compared to when you go and see him live. But,
Well, that
So-
guy's even filthier.
He is
Nice
good
one.
though.
Okay, so I guess we're sitting and he's heralding his long backstory.
Yeah.
Turn to 116. 116. Slink hits a dimmer switch and holds a torch to the underside of his face, looking at you gravelly.
Yeah.
Igidor Prestine. The office has changed. I feel it in the water. I feel it in the earth. For many an age, our people lived in warlike idyll, warlike idyll, with other races not of your world. Our status quo was hatred and death. Many was the time that Orum and I would feast on elf flesh and befoul the clean waters of rivers with our behinds. This was before the becoming of the accountant. In
Proper
this
orcs.
world, he is known as the regional accounts director. A man who walked among us, speaking of regular pay. The rewards were high, but he demanded sacrifices. A strict dress policy, and 7-day weeks without a single duvet day in sight. The races of our world were furious. None of us wanted jobs in the first place. There was a wailing and gnashing of teeth, which could be heard at the peaks of the black mountains of Hergenroth. Fires raged for days, and a coalition of races formed to defeat this fiscal reaper on the plains of Baru. We were prepared for war, but we were not prepared for the accountant's weapon. He met us on the field of war with a strange device. A portal. As our gathered armies advanced to attack, he cast spells of employment which were contractually binding. Fueled by the blood of human temps, the portal ripped us from our world and brought us into yours. We remain shackled here until the day when the spell is cast that reverses the portal. Yet alack, the spell is hidden in a black lever arch file. A file forged by the hands of man. The one file. A file which archives our ensnarement and so holds the key to freedom. One file to keep receipts. One file to file them. One file to list deceits. And in E4 photo quality lamination bind them.
That's, oh my God.
I think that passage there Well done, author.
Yeah.
Well done, author. Yes.
It's a
That was
successful book.
cool.
Yes.
Our lives are worth naught here. We have not tasted elf flesh for months. Most of them have good offices on the upper floors where we're not allowed. 10 to 163. What a backstory. I was sick.
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
One.
But yeah, I'm with the orcs on this. Stand up against the elves.
You got to fight for your right.
Barley.
Hey.
You should have listened to my version, cries the other orc. Suddenly and instantly a melee ensues between them. Slink hits Orum. Orum hits Slink. Slink goes to fetch a weapon. You pity the fighting orcs, as well as pitying the Minotaur you were forced to slay. All of them victims of inhuman trafficking. Your pity turns to rage as you think of the Temps who fell before you, their blood leached away to feed a diabolical portal of slavery, a fate that nearly befell you. Guarding your tender back, you resolve to bring an end to this treacherous plan. The one file must be found, and this regional accounts director must pay. The brawl between the orcs is really turning nasty. You could step in, or walk, or steal away. So step in or steal away.
Step in.
Okay, 2 step in, 1 steal away.
Stay away, stay away, stay away.
5 more minutes, Iman, before I go to bed.
Yes,
I've
sir.
got work when I'm naked.
Two. All Desmond at the moment. Okay, 3-2 for
South
stepping.
African Ashby. South African Ashby. I can't speak.
3-3. Let's see what happens on the next passage.
Good watching.
There's other things on this character sheet, which isn't called a character sheet in this. It's called a CV. And we haven't used them yet, and I'm wondering when they're going to come into play.
Yeah. So at 3-3, anybody in chat going to break this deadlock?
I logged out of Kelsey, so I'm sorry.
That's quite all right. Very quite.
So, step in to intervene with the orcs fighting, or steal away? Okay, that's 4-3 for step in.
Speaking
Who
of
had that really good song, "Steal Away." That
drift away.
Cross? What?
Don't you mean drift away?
No, I think it was Christopher Cross had "Steal Away."
I don't know one called Steal
It
Away.
was
I know.
about being on a boat or something like that.
I know.
Yeah,
Dodie Gray.
you would sail away.
Sailing was Rod.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Sailing was Rod Stewart.
Sail away, sail away, sail away.
That was Enya. Enya did Orinoco Flow, Sail Away.
Yeah.
Don't know that one. Don't know that one.
I think it was Christopher Cross. Anyhow.
I
It's not
prefer
something
Drift
you would
Away.
be interested in, or it wasn't my style of music. It's something for
Give me
mothers.
the beat, boys. Free my soul. Gonna get lost in your rocket.
Oh, I hate that
and
song.
Drift Away. I love it. It's a great record.
Mm.
Steal Away was Aussie. Steal Away the Night. Okay.
Still at 4-3.
Go for it. We've only got 9 people, so
Let's go.
Go for it.
So, we are stepping in? Yes.
Yep.
10 to 216. 216. Here we go. Well, I think we are ending here. As you try to separate the orcs, you notice they are arguing about whose backstory was better as they fight. Orum is accusing Slink of using bad exposition, while Slink is yelling that Orum has no substance to his presentation whatsoever. You try to separate the orcs, but the melee expands to include you. You struggle as best you can, but your depleted strength is no match for two orcs with creative differences. The orcs eventually simmer down and decide you're not the right person to champion their cause. You are then pinned to the door with an industrial stapler and left to die.
Oh my God.
All right, that's a good point.
Wait.
Go
But
on.
death does not claim you. 3 days later, Slink is struggling with his daily crossword. Blood may be thicker than it, but that's all under the bridge now. 5 letters beginning with W. What? You manage to croak, which pleases the orc massively. From then on, you are well treated and kept in a dark cupboard like a gimp, and only ever brought out to battle the trickiest of conundrums, even when sleeping.
Is that it? We're dead. Another dead.
Well, we're alive, but enslaved.
Deads 9. That's another dead. All right, I think we need to say thank you to Iman for giving me the night off. Iman, you can have it next week as well if you want.
Yeah, if people want to see where
I
this goes.
hope he does. I truly do. This is a blast.
Yeah, carry on. I love this humor of this book. Carry on.
Yeah. It's very silly. We had lots of deads, and
Also-
that's the way it should be. Yeah.
Let me know how much you liked the book, and let me know how much you liked my narration or whatever.
No, Amon, you did really good. I love it. I had a
'Cause,
blast.
I
I
fucking
hope
loved
to
it.
do next
Yeah,
week
it's good. It
too.
was good. It was good.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
So let's start with Saxius the 10th next week. Yes, indeed, Jeb. Indeed.
All right. Night all.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm going to bed because I can be up in the morning. So
Yeah.
good night, fellas.
I'll see most of it tomorrow at some point.
I'll probably be listening in at some point, but how long I'll be in for, I don't know. It depends how busy the shop is.
All right.
I'm going.
Well, hopefully you're busy.
Yeah, well, hopefully I'll get a chance to run MERP tomorrow night as well.
I hope so. Yeah.
So, as long as my colleague does the 5:30 till 7:30 shift, then all will be fine.
All right. But no, tonight was a blast. I loved it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amon.
Yeah, it's good.
I'll talk to
you're welcome.
everybody else later.
Cheers, all. Good night.
Good night, all. Take care.
Right.